What's going on, everyone on YouTube? This is Top Gun Maverick Pilot here in DCS World, and today I'll be flying the MiG-21 on a multiplayer server on DCS World. Finally there is a dedicated Cold War era aircraft on a server, because every time I fly the MiG-21 on a modern server, I always get shot down by a modern aircraft adversary. That includes the F-15s, the Mirage 2000s, and anyone who pretty much has an AMRAAM or even the Su-27s and Su-33s. They could shoot me down from one end of the map and I don't even know it. So this radar is extremely limited, is extremely short and half-witted, I should say. So every time I fly this aircraft, I'm in a big disadvantage. It's like it sucks. It's really bad. So with that being said, with this server, it evens the playing field. F5 versus MiG-21, just like in the Vietnam War era. It's perfectly fine. And right now you see people flying the MiG-21s. This is perfect aircraft. It's fun to fly, and it's fun to like. It's like dogfighting. It really is dogfighting. It's not too old like the World War II era, but it's not too modern that you never see any dogfighting. It's just missile jousting and hoping the best that you shot down somebody. So with that being said, I'm gonna get this thing started. Now, if you notice that my MiG-21 is completely English. I didn't like the Chinese and the Russian side because I hate it, because when I look at it, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So this mod is not a complete mod. It's just changing the letters from Russian to English, and the color is perfect, and it helps all my frames per second because it doesn't have more details. It's just plain, and that's it. So it doesn't mod anything else besides like the ranges, the radar, the missiles, the guns, or makes it. No, it's just the lettering. So let's go ahead and get my aircraft started. So with this aircraft, it's easy to learn, but it's hard to fly this thing for several reasons, because it's a delta wing aircraft and there's little room for error. Okay, so what I did is I turn on the battery, I turn on the breakers, I'm going to turn on the ground power, and then start the fuel pumps, then the engine APU, start that up, firing extinguisher, throttle open, put a takeoff settings on the flap so I don't forget, wait 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, it started up, so let go of the button. After that's done, I'm going to RSBN mode, put that auto. I like to have that in autos. I'm not messing with the nozzle, leave that there. Alright, so we're in a map in Krymsk, so that's number 3, and we're heading towards Anapa. Alright, that's where I'm heading towards. Now I'm not flying all the way over there, however, I wanted just to fly there and attack from there, so I'm just gonna go there first and then go from there. So alright, so it's Anapa, so that's gonna be in 1, but we're not gonna have that yet on 1, but we're gonna land in 1. So alright, so when that's done, go ahead, pressurize, put the lights on so people can see us, and then this little safety switch, open that up because we're about to take off. And let's go ahead and ask ground crew. Alright, and actually, you know what, before I almost forgot, have this thing warm this up first. The radar takes a long time. It takes over 8 minutes to warm up. So, and I need to do the self-test. So with that being said, have that first thing. That needs to be, there you go. That's the first thing I need to do. Warm that up. And then it starts beeping. Alright. Now that's completed. Let's go ahead and ask ground crew, because they're pretty fast to rearm this aircraft. They really are. So we're gonna have air-to-air guns. Fuel full. That's great. And I got a perfect. Not this one. Oh. There you go. This is perfect. So pilots 1 and 2 are infrared. 3 and 4 is just the standardized I almost forgot. Sorry. It's just the radar, standardized. Yes, regular radar. Holy crap! It's been a while, so you have to forgive me. So pilots 3 and 4 is just this regular radar air missiles. So turn that on. Turn it on. Okay. So after all of that's done, let's go ahead and reset the magnetic headings. The altitude pressure settings are correct. After that, make sure that's flipped open. That's the trigger safety. Make sure that's open. That's really important because many times. Alright, so we are within 1 kilometer of the radar beacon, the tower. That's good. So rearmament complete and refuel's good. So everything is good to go. So that's for the F5s. And let's just leave it there. Okay, wow, people are taking off. Alright, let's get it started. So this aircraft, like I said, is easy to learn, but it's very difficult to fly, and there's no room for error on this aircraft. Absolutely no room for error. So when you have to fly on a certain angle, on a certain speed, on a certain rate of descent, or even a rate of climb, if you're not within that area, if you made one error, you better go around. If you don't go around, you're gonna hit the pavement like a brick, and you're gonna crash land this aircraft. Also, your angle, if your angle is too up or down, and you hit the tail wing, or you hit the nose first, you're gonna completely crash on the MiG-21 on DCS World. There's absolutely no room for error on this aircraft. So it is robust. It's like the AK-47 of the Russian aircraft. There you go. Sweet. So make sure I'm in a takeoff settings. My trim is neutral. Trim is neutral. Make sure I'm not an autopilot. That's important. Then go ahead, full throttle. Engine on the green. Instruments on the green. Good, good. Alright, use my rudder pedals to line myself in the runway. Line myself my runway. Alright. There you go. Easy. There you go. That was perfect. So go ahead. Wheels up. Put it back on neutral. Click on that. And then wait until you're around 300 feet off the ground. And then put your flaps up. So there you go. Flaps up. There you go. Perfect. And just stay there for a while. Alright, so where we're going is we're going west. So right now we're going east. So we gotta go a full 360. And someone has a radar lock on me. What the fudge? I'm already getting radar locks. Wow. That thing went haywire. Alright, so good. Let's do the self-test right now. Self-test. The bad thing about the MiG is the cockpit. The cockpit is very enclosed. 229. So it's got to be here somewhere. 22. I'm not finding it. Come on, pick something up, bro. That's the AWACS one more time.
21, 104, дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
037 at 9. 037. I think he just flew over me. So, he shot him down. Good shit. shot him down. That's what happened. There's the aircraft that's fucked up. It's gone now. Good. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead head towards Anapa. So that is directly behind us. Holy shit. Holy crap. Speak of the freaking devil. Got him. I see him. I see him. Nice. I got you, bitch. And now I got shots. Man. Fuck. Alright, calm down. Restart. Firing extinguisher on. Drop. Drop everything. Everything is dropped. Alright, the closest area is Kramisk. Turn left. Nice and smooth. Keep the angle of attack. Come on. Oh yeah, that's bent as fuck. Alright, so I gotta dump fuel. Jesus. It's already too late. Come on, start, guy, come on. Eject. So I shot the player down, but it said here that he killed himself, but that's not true because I shot him down. I shot him with simultaneously 2 missiles, and those, I mean, I like to do that because sometimes they would like to wander off and miss. When I shot him, you saw those 2, saw the explosion. But it says here I died, but I ejected, but I guess it wasn't too fast. Damn, that sucks. That was good. That was good. So I'm telling you, you're right on their tail, and once you shoot them, I mean, it's fast. Because when you pick up the radar, I mean, you better lock in. You better have tone, and you better shoot. And with this one, it was an infrared, so I couldn't break off. It was either lock in on the radar, which I did, and hope for the best,